Welcome to Let's Talk Sports in South Jersey, home of South Jersey sports. Let's get started by talking about our local teams first. Starting with the Temple Owls. They are 7-4 on the season. They will take on UConn on Saturday. Let's get win number 8 to close out the season. Fight, fight, fight for the cherry and the white. The Villanova Wildcats are 8-3 on the season. They will take on Southeastern Louisiana on Saturday. Let's get win number 9 to close out the season. Nova, Nova, Nova! The Penn Quakers finished the season at 5-5. We will have to wait until September for the Penn Quakers to return to football action. The Philadelphia Eagles are 5-6 on the season. They will take on the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. Let's get win number 6. Fly, Eagles, fly. The Philadelphia Flyers are 11-7-5 and have 27 points. They will take on the Columbus Blue Jackets on Wednesday, Detroit Red Wings on Friday, and the Montreal Canadiens on Saturday. Let's get win number 12. Go Flyers, go! The Philadelphia 76ers are 11-5 on the season. They will take on the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday, New York Knicks on Friday, the Indiana Pacers on Saturday, and the Utah Jazz on Monday. Let's get win number 12. Go Sixers! The Drexel Dragons are 3-3 on their college basketball season. They will take on UMBC on Saturday. Let's get above 500. Good luck to all our local teams. It's time to recap the Seahawks vs. Eagles game. Injuries aren't an excuse, but the loss of Pro Bowl guard Brandon Brooks to an illness in the first quarter of Sunday's game against Seattle at Lincoln Financial Field was just another obstacle to overcome for a unit that was already without All-Pro right tackle Lane Johnson, running back Jordan Howard, and wide receivers Nelson Aguilar and Alshon Jeffrey. The Eagles managed to gain 344 yards of offense, but turned the ball over 5 times in a 17-9 loss to the Seahawks. Philadelphia dropped to 5-6 on the year, following consecutive losses at home. Seattle is 9-2 overall and 6-0 on the road this season. Remaining just a half game back of San Francisco for first place in the NFC West. The Seahawks 17 points were their second fewest all season. Quarterback Carson Wentz was 33 of 45 for 256 yards with a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 3 fumbles, 2 recovered by Seattle, for a quarterback rating of 75.8. Wentz's lone touchdown pass, a 2-yard dart to tight end Zach Ertz, came with 20 seconds left in the game. The Eagles scored the opening points of the game on a 28-yard Jake Elliott field goal before Seattle put up 17 in a row. After the Eagles' touchdown, which extended Wentz's streak to 14 straight games with at least one scoring throw, rookie running back Miles Sanders fumbled the ball on the 2-point conversion, and it was recovered by Seattle. It doesn't go in the game book as an official turnover, but it was just another example of the Eagles' offensive struggles on Sunday. Good luck to the Eagles as they play the Dolphins on Sunday. It's time to preview the 2019 college basketball season with the Penn Quakers. Penn men's basketball has now released its full season schedule, including the dates of its away games. Only 11 of the Quakers' 27 games will be played at the Palestra this season. Returning to Philadelphia, the Red and Blue will face Villanova on the Wildcats' home court on December 4th. This is the only road game the Quakers have in Big 5 play. They will host the other 3 at the Palestra. Last year, the Quakers won the Big 5 title for the first time since the 2001-2002 season. The Quakers' first Ivy League game will take place on January 4th against Princeton. Just a week later, the team will travel to Princeton to face the Tigers again, finishing the Penn-Princeton series before it plays any other Ancient 8 opponents. This is only the second time in history this has happened, the first being last season. In addition to the game against Princeton in January, February 7th, 8th, 21st and 22nd, and 28th, 29th are Penn's road weekends in Ivy play, which will pick up again after Penn plays St. Joe's and Temple at home on January 28th and 25th respectively. Ivy play will end with 2 home games for the Quakers against Cornell and Columbia. The Red and Blue finished with a record of 7-7 in the Ivy League last season. Good luck to the Penn Quakers in the 2019-2020 college basketball season. It's time for Pick 6. I went 2-4 for a 3rd consecutive week. Not good. Houston, we have liftoff. The Eagles got their feathers plucked again. Cincinnati gets declawed. The Redskins finally win. New England goes to 10-1, and San Francisco gets win number 10. It's week 13 of the NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Let's get started with the Chicago Bears versus Detroit Lions. An NFC North showdown. The Bears won 19-14 over the G-Men in Chicago. The Lions lost 19-16 to the Redskins. I have the Chicago Bears going into Detroit and getting the W. The Bears! Buffalo Bills versus Dallas Cowboys. The Buffalo Bills bucked off the Broncos 20-3. The Cowboys are 6-5, losing at New England 13-9. They did not score a touchdown. Sorry, Cowboys fans, the Buffalo Bills are going to take the win. New Orleans Saints versus Atlanta Falcons. The Saints are on fire. They are 9-2, winning 34-31 over the Panthers. The Falcons are 3-8, losing 35-22 to Tampa Bay. I have the New Orleans Saints going to Atlanta and getting the W. Who dat nation? Philadelphia Eagles versus Miami Dolphins. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the loss column again, losing 17-9 to the Seattle Seahawks. The Dolphins lost 41-24 to the Cleveland Browns. I have the Philadelphia Eagles going to Miami and getting the W. Fly, Eagles, fly. Cleveland Browns versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cleveland Browns defeated the Miami Dolphins 41-24, while the Steelers won at Cincinnati 16-10. I have the Cleveland Browns going to Pittsburgh and going to 6-6. Oakland Raiders versus Kansas City Chiefs. An AFC West showdown. The Oakland Raiders lost to the New York Jets 34-3. The Chiefs had a bye week with a record of 7-4. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning and take over first place in the AFC West. Chiefs, Chiefs, Chiefs! Check in next week and we will see how everyone did. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio, or through the podcast app, or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC in Cherry Hill. Thank you for watching, and keep those comments rolling, and have a very happy Thanksgiving.